Hello again, well it's nearly finished. I've done all but one petal. I'm going to do the last one on camera and then we can carry on showing you little bits and pieces we can do to touch it up afterwards. What I've done is exactly the way I did the first few that I showed you. I've done the leaves in green, obviously, water on the paper, and then just dab over with the green colour. Where the central vein is, I've done that a little bit darker. I've done round the edges of the leaf where it's near the petals. I've done in the darker green, and the little, I think they're called sepals. I don't know. I can't remember. Surely somebody's going to correct me if I'm wrong. But the little wispy bits that come off that used to cover the bud to protect the bud, I've done them in the dark green as well. I've not done them in wet and wet. I've just gone over with the green, dark green paint that I've mixed up. So as I said, we've got one petal to go. I'm going to do that on camera in a few moments when the rest of it's, when the last piece is dried, and then I'll show you how we can pick out some of the shadows and get a finished picture there. Okay, so I'm going to be turning the camera back around to the painting now, and I shall be back with you momentarily. See you in a bit. Okay, so this is what we've got so far. So I've done a fair bit on it. That's not blended in as well as I was hoping it was going to do. Why is that gone pink? The brush hasn't been cleaned properly. Oh, crying out loud. Oh dear. Right, where's my tissue? There we are. Always have to make a mess of something. I didn't realise I was so close to the paper. Okay, so in order to rectify that, get a bit of water. All over the leaf. I'll show you my mistakes as well as the actual things that go right, because it just shows you that anybody who knows what, well, remotely knows what they're doing, can make a mistake, and in that case you need to know how to be able to rescue it. So there we go. Done. Just go over with a bit of water. That will smooth all the edges out, so you know, sharp edges like we did have, and if there is any light points in it, they can be the highlights where the sun or the light source is hitting the leaf or the petal. Sorry if you're having a quick mouthful of pop because I'm thirsty. Right, next bit is just this last big petal, and that will do same as we usually do, where we wet on the paper. I'll show you how to, I'm just showing this last bit just to remind you how it's done, and just so we can go smoothly into what I want to do next, which is showing you how to add all the shadow areas in, which we haven't been able to do because the paint has been wet and it's just going to be drifting off everywhere. So there you go. Really, for watercolour you need a shallow slope on your easel. You don't want it too steep. I've got it a bit too steep now so you can actually see it, which is why I'm getting a lot of water pooling at the bottom of the pictures, but never mind. So we can always sort that out. Nothing is what's the word I'm looking for? Not much, rather, is uncorrectable, shall we say. I know it's not a word, I can't think of the word I'm looking for. Nothing is too far gone that we can't correct it or make adjustments to it. As one of the big television artists rather, would say, Bob Ross, we don't make mistakes, we have happy accidents. And that's how you should think about your painting. It's not mistakes. There's no such thing as a mistake in painting. It's a happy accident, because you don't. Sometimes what we call mistakes can lead into some very, very nice effects. Or by trying to correct mistakes, it can give a better effect, like it's done on this leaf here. It makes it look a bit more smoother than it did when I first started. Well, when I first started doing this part of the video anyway. So I went over it again because I didn't like the way it just looked really pale. So I went over it just to cover, no, just to make it stand out a bit more. Okay, so that's all the main painting, or blocking in rather, done. The next bit is to add the shadows, so I'm just going to wait for a few seconds and let this paint, or let this new bit dry off. And while we're waiting for that to dry off, we just get our mix of permanent rose. Just get that. That's all we do. And where the shadow areas, on dry, and I mean dry paint, we just add you don't have to be neat about this, follow every line. You can dab where there's lines, you can make strokes where there's a heavy shadow area, so you can dab like I'm doing now, so that you're not drawing with the paint, you're just basically trying to add some depth to the painting to give some shadows there. You don't have to draw every little line. Sometimes it can actually spoil the painting if you do that, but because here I'm not actually following the lines, I'm just putting some darker pink in here and there. You can see, I hope this is coming out actually, like, hoping you can see what I'm doing better on this one than on the last one, because I made the mistake of having the camera on my right hand side, and being right handed I covered quite a bit of the stuff that I was doing. I hope you saw most of what I wanted to show you in the last video, preferably the camera being on the left hand side like it is now would help you to see more. I am assuming, I'm hoping anyway, because I really don't want to be posting these videos and you not being able to see what I'm showing you. How I'm going to do this when it comes around to painting models, I don't know, but we're going to have a few videos like that coming up, because I've got a few models on the way to me at the moment. As I said on the beginning of the previous video where I did the landscape, the monochrome landscape, I've got 3 models on the way to me this week from Mantic Games. I've got Project Pandora, Grim Cargo, I think it's subtitled, and that's very similar to, if you know the Games Workshop game Space Hulk, it's that kind of thing, only it's that kind of thing, but it's different. It's not exactly the same game. And then on Friday, from the Games Club, the nice young man Mark from Tree Games will hopefully be bringing me Mice and Mystics. Some lovely models in there to paint. That's from Plaid Hat Games. And I also got the revised 4th edition of Talisman, and I've got the next to last expansion coming to me, as well as Mice and Mystics, and that one's called the Dragon expansion. So there you go, and that's your rose. So you've got a few unboxing videos with coming this week, and you've got probably have some painting videos coming up when I'm starting painting the models. But as far as the rose has gone, not every rose has its thorn, because this one doesn't. But it does have, or what it will have in a second, and I'm going to do it here because I might trim this paper down, or I might put a mount over it and put it in a nice little frame. But what we do need, signature and a year of painting. And there you go. So in the next painting video, in fact I'm going to stop this and I'm going to turn the video around so I can talk to you face to face. See you soon. There you go. Well, I hope you enjoyed that rose painting video. It's a lovely effect, wet in wet, especially with watercolour. I do enjoy doing that one. There are other ones I've done in the similar theme to that, which is tulips. I did 3 where I used actually different colours. I've got it hanging on my wall, but that's what I'm looking at. I did about 3 different colours in those: blues, reds, purple. Well, blue, reds, and mixing them together you get purple. But I did enjoy doing that one as well. So that's the wet in wet technique for doing flowers. You can use it on different flowers. You don't have to. It's not just roses. It works itself really well for petals and leaves and things like that. So that's that one. So that's 2 watercolours we've done so far. The next time I do a painting video like this, I think I'm going to be doing a landscape in acrylic. Then again, it may not be a landscape, I don't know. I might even do another watercolour yet, because I've really enjoyed doing these 2, and I think I'm getting the watercolour bug back. I don't know. I have to see how it goes. And just in case anybody's curious, the Tash, yeah, I'm doing the Movember Efforty Mob this year, so I'm doing quite well on that one at the moment. So if anybody's interested, my website, just look for Stephen Spider Bar on Facebook, and there will be links to my what you call it, my Movember address there. Well, failing that, if you'll bear with me a second, I will show you this, and my Movember address, website address that is there. If you would like to donate anything, then please feel free. It's mobro.co/spider666. So if you don't know Movember, just check on the website about it. It's all to raise funds and raise awareness for men's health issues, and it's a worthwhile cause. Anyway, that all being said, I shall leave it there, and on behalf of Laddie and myself, I would like to say good night, well, good evening as it were, good night, whatever you want to call it. It's 5 to 5 on Monday evening, well, Monday afternoon rather, and I'm waffling again because I really don't know what to say. Never mind, right, so take it easy, take care, all the best, bye for now.